From the east, house of light. From the north, house of night. From the west, house of transformation. From the south, house of the eternal sun. From above, house of heaven. From below, house of earth. From the center, galactic source, which is everywhere at once. May everything be known as the light of mutual love. Ayum Hunab Ku Evam Maya E Ma Ho.
Within the vast array of cosmic sky teachings comes the Hunapku 21, Journey of the Archetypes, Transmigration of the Soul. This is a supreme method for entering the new time of the noosphere. Based on the 13-moon 28-day natural time calendar and the codes of the synchronic order of the law of time, Hunapku 21 is a synthesis of the codes and messages of the 441 cube matrix. It is a higher dimensional program of telepathic communication, systematically arranged to provide an evolutionary construct of consciousness for the coming aeon. Hunapku 21 is the interdimensional bridge between ourselves and the star people. The noosphere is the resonating medium facilitating this communication. Hunapku 21 is the technology as well as the artistic program by which this communication occurs and becomes meaningful. The method is the activation of 21 energy archetypes of cosmic enlightenment, and to universalize these archetypes within oneself. Every week we open 7 gates of stored mind treasures, Heptad gates. At the same time, we are on an archetypal journey that repeats every 20 days. The 21 energy archetypes and 7 mind treasure gates also define 52 paths of enlightenment. See Cosmic History Chronicles Volume 5, Book of the Time-Space. Through the journey of Hunapku 21, we learn how to walk all 52 of these paths, and so universalize them into one path of universal unification. In the galactic journey, we have 20 days to complete a cycle of archetypal embodiments. This 20-day cycle can be repeated ad infinitum. But it is never the same, for it is a journey in time, and time is the spiral of infinity that goes from without to within. We enter the spiral when we wake up and wish to remain conscious. We leave the spiral when we have transcended and gone to the absolute order of reality. This can only be when we have mastered the journey. For this reason, the journey also consists of 52 paths that evolve us at a higher frequency. The 52 paths are a function of the power of 7. There are 7 powers that pace the progress of each path. See the Book of Time-Space. Simultaneous to taking the 20-day journey of the archetypal embodiments, every 7 days we also open the 7 Heptad gates of the 7 mind treasure of one of the 52 paths of the journey. See Cosmic History Chronicles Volume 6, Book of Transcendence, Chapters 4 and 5, Synchrogalactic Yoga. In the Galactic Lexicon, An archetype is a model of behavior based on an inherited memory pattern represented in the mind by a universal symbol. The universal symbols of the 20+1 archetypes of Hunapku are represented in the mind by one of the 20 solar seals in the dream spell. The 21st archetype is representative of the Hunapku itself. All the archetypes of the Hunapku 21 are rooted in the Hunapku, the galactic core where resides the storehouse of the universal mind and memory. We have memory because we are all aspects of one transmigrating soul. The purpose of memory is to guide us on the journey home. We have been on a cosmic journey all of our lifetimes, and it won't stop when history comes to an end. History may end, but the journey will continue. The time after history will begin a new stage of the journey. This journey will take us through the reaches of inner time into galactic future. We will each be a single voice of unity in a collective mind, the noosphere. Noosphere is the mind space of inner time that stretches infinitely into the galactic future. In the noosphere, we will be a cosmic total, inspired by the Hunapku. Hunapku is the soul of galactic culture. Hunapku, one giver of movement and measure, is the reality of unification, the cosmic unity of all spiritual life everywhere. Hunapku is the many become the one, and the one become the many. Hunapku is the prophesied order of reality to supersede history. We are all Hunapku. We are the journey that takes us through the 21 archetypes of the transmigration of the soul. This is the mythic journey into the galactic future. The archetypal journey always begins on a dragon day and ends on a sun day. As with any epic, the galactic journey occurs in 3 stages. The journey takes place upon and defines the template of the galactic tree of life and knowledge. This template is both the archetypal mind map of galactic consciousness and the design structure of the galaxy as the primal information unit of universal order. In the first 4 days of the journey, we establish ourselves in the 4 primal archetypes. These also create the 2 magnetic poles and the 2 energetic extremities of the galactic tree of life and knowledge. The 4 primal archetypes exist at a pure 5th dimensional level. Their positions are also known as the 4 light gates, as they are the inlets of the types of universal light and cosmic electricity into the world of manifestation, represented by the 4 outer courts of power. The 4 primal archetypes are the primal force of cosmic being, Galactatron, the initiator, Red Dragon, upper pole Markapole, controls the power of cosmic being and descends as cosmic knowledge, opens the universal light gate to the court of the Avatar. The High Priestess of Cosmic Spirit, Urania, the Spirit Breather, White Wind, lower pole, darker pole, controls the power of cosmic breath and ascends as prophecy, opens the universal light gate to the court of the prophet. The Dreamer of the long night of the cosmic dream, Blue Knight, left centrifugal extremity, controls the power of dream to become abundance of manifestation, opens the universal light to the court of the compassionate one. The innocent seed being of cosmic awareness, Yellow Seed, right centripetal extremity, controls the power of universal awareness to evolve the powers of cosmic intelligence, opens the universal light gate to the court of the Pathfinder. The 4 primal archetypes correspond to the input time cell on the dream spell system. They are the 4 original ones emanated from the universe of light corresponding to the most fundamental orientation of time-space. They each command 3 archetypes to govern one of each of the 4 cosmic courts of galactic culture. Once we have established the 4 primal archetypes, then we descend to the 4th dimensional stage of the journey. For the next 12 days of the journey, we move through the 12 archetypes of the courts of the 4 outer cosmic powers. In this stage, the journey takes place in the 4th dimensional realm, where we pass through 12 different archetypes and receive 4 cosmic powers. These powers establish our outer manifestation and are essential for our journey of unification. As long as we are on the journey, we all receive these powers equally. Through each court we pass through 3 stages. We enter through a gate of power, we reach a source of power, we establish a seat power. For each of these positions, there is a corresponding archetype. Note that all archetypes have both a male and female aspect, though some are described as he and some she. The 4 cosmic powers and their archetypes are: Cosmic Knowledge, Court of the Avatar. This is the court emanated by the primal force Galactatron, the Initiator. First Gate of Power, the Serpent Initiate of Wisdom, Red Serpent, Power of Sex. Sex is the beginning of knowledge. The Serpent Initiate of Wisdom is the first to be initiated by the primal force Galactatron. By this initiation she gains the power to initiate and empower others in the timeless serpent wisdom that spans the world's systems. The Serpent Initiate of Wisdom is the most ancient one. She is the possessor of all the hidden doctrines and mind treasures stored around the planet. In her is the storehouse of cosmic memory of previous world systems. She is instinctual, and her sexual power is the essence of her wisdom. She teaches through rites of initiation. First Source Power, the Hierophant, White World Bridger, Power of Death. Hierophant is the revealer of the sacred, the guardian of the store of death, the sacred source of knowledge. Hierophant is the second to be initiated in the mystery of the cosmic being by the primal force, Galactatron. His power of death balances the Serpent Initiate's power of sex. Serpent Initiate is the generator of the red electrical circuit, and the Hierophant is the terminal of the blue electrical circuit. The Hierophant reveals the sacred power of the knowledge of death, and has authority to transmit this knowledge into the Avatar and all. Like the Avatar, seek to be living embodiments of cosmic knowledge. The Avatar can only teach by exemplifying. First Seat of Power, the Avatar, Blue Hand, Power of Cosmic Knowledge, Accomplishment. The Avatar embodies the descent of being as cosmic knowledge. He is the third to be initiated by the primal force Galactatron. He represents the knowledge as the accomplishment of cosmic being. Avatar receives initiatic empowerments from the Serpent Initiate and from the Hierophant, so he becomes the balancer of death and sex, the receiver of the 2 primal electrical currents, the red and the blue. As a model, the Avatar exemplifies how to embody cosmic knowledge and fulfill the commands of the evolution of cosmic consciousness. A 4th empowerment is received from the Yogini. Her mirror is cosmic meditation. Cosmic Love, Court of the Compassionate One. This is the court emanated by the dreamer of the long night of the cosmic dream. Second Gate of Power, the Artist, Yellow Star, Power of Art, Elegance. Art is the beginning of love. The artist is the first to be emanated by the cosmic dreamer. For the artist, is the first to follow the dream and make what he finds into a work of art. The artist is the one who fashions, who makes, who reveals the beauty and elegance of creation by simple acts of awareness. For the artist, every act of art, elegance and beauty is an act of love. The artist is indispensable for the creation of the planetary art hall. The artist teaches by living and doing, for essentially everything the artist does is art. The way of the genuine artist is art as everyday life. Life as we live it is the ritual we are looking for, is the artist's motto. Second source of power, the healer, red moon, power of purification, healing power of universal water of compassion. Purification is the source and healing power of love. The healer is the one who makes whole, who knows how to flow in wholeness, who knows how to mend what has come apart, and how to cool the discordant heart. The healer is united with the power of the dream. It is the healer who transmits her healing power of purification to the compassionate one as the universal water of all healing love. The healer knows the ways of the earth, the plants and the secrets of the animals. The healer teaches that self-healing is self-love, and that we are all already intrinsically whole. Second seed of power, the compassionate one, white dog, power of love, heart. Cosmic love is the power of the compassionate one. Fulfilling the dreamer's deepest dream is the heart of the compassionate one's universal love. Compassionate one's loyalty is his or her love for all beings. Artist's elegance awakens compassionate one's love. From the healer, compassionate one learns the healing power of love. The compassionate one is also known as Bodhisattva, the one who vows to enlighten all beings through awakening their power of universal compassion. The compassionate one takes many forms and works in innumerable ways. No act is too mean or low for the compassionate one if it will make a better situation for another sentient being. To give without receiving and to love without being loved is the compassionate one's ethic. Cosmic Prophecy, Court of the Prophet. This is the court emanated by the High Priestess Urania, the Spirit Breather. Third Gate of Power, the Magician, Blue Monkey, power of magic as the display of illusion. Magic is the beginning of prophecy. The magician is the first to be inspired by Urania, the Spirit Breather, for he is the one who knows how to use the spirit breath to command the higher play of illusion which always enlightens. The magician is the transformer, the one who changes things and performs in accordance with the higher will. He is the inventor of play and games that evolve the different shapes of the mind. Master of illusion, the magician knows when to appear and when to disappear. Third source of power, the Sage, Yellow Human, free will power of wisdom. Sage is the guardian of wisdom as the free will storehouse of cosmic prophecy. Sage is the second to receive the spirit breath as the capacity to rule or exert power simply by influence of his inner will. The sage balances and judges in accordance with the cosmic spirit essence, which animates his being. The sage knows how to listen and speaks only when spoken to. Sage is the terminal of the red electrical circuit that transmits the occult power of the timeless wisdom of the serpent initiate and the synchronic wisdom of the navigator. The entire universe is the sage's realm to study and receive the knowledge that informs his decision-making on behalf of the good of all beings. Third seat of power, the Prophet, Red Skywalker. Power of prophecy as the awakening of universal space. The Prophet is the third to receive the inspiration of Urania, the Spirit Breather. Through the Prophet, the Spirit Essence ascends as prophecy. His thoughts must extend through all space, so he is known as the Skywalker. Through the Spirit of Breath, Prophet knows that all who act in accord with the truth are prophets. The prophecy the Prophet embodies is the universal enlightenment that is promised by the fulfillment of the universal plan of unification. Through magical display of illusion, the magician awakens the Prophet to the truth. From the sage, the Prophet receives the prophetic wisdom of the power of free will in the cosmos. Cosmic Intelligence, Court of the Pathfinder. This is the court emanated by the innocent, the seed being of cosmic awareness. Fourth Gate of Power, the Wizard, White Wizard. Power of timelessness as the receptivity to universal intelligence. Timelessness is the beginning of intelligence. The wizard is first to be empowered by the innocent as the master of the awareness of the ways of the mystery. Only the innocent can empower a wizard. The wizard is the master sorcerer, the one who has knowledge of the names, spells, and enchantments that unveil and evolve the ways of galactic culture. Through the supreme seed awareness of the innocent, the wizard masters the arts of displacement and intergalactic communication and time travel. Fourth source of power, the seer, Blue Eagle. Power of vision and the creative storehouse of intelligence. The seer is the second to receive the innocent's empowerment of cosmic awareness. Through this empowerment, the creative mind of the seer opens to all the dimension of time throughout the universal time-space. The seer flies like an eagle over the dominion of time and learns to unlock the secrets of space through commanding the power of creative vision. The seer stores the visions and visionary power for the Pathfinder to discover and use according to the need as it arises. The seer knows and sees through the long vigils in the mountain caves and beneath the stars. The fourth seat of power, the Pathfinder, Yellow Warrior, Power of Intelligence. Warrior defines the fearless nature of the Pathfinder's power of cosmic intelligence. The Pathfinder is the third to receive the innocent's empowerment of cosmic awareness. In the Pathfinder's intelligence is the flowering of cosmic awareness. Through the Pathfinder's questioning intelligence, new ways and methods for all beings are discovered and developed. From the wizard's power of timelessness, the Pathfinder remains receptive to clues and hints from the universe, indicating which direction a particular way or method needs to go to be even more effective. From the innocent, he learns to watch, wait, and listen. From the seer, he retrieves the visionary power to understand and discover what is unknown. The Pathfinder turns the power of intelligence inward as the great cosmic centripetal force. In the last 4 days of the journey, we enter the inner fifth force realm of the Hunapku. Here we enter again the fifth dimensional frequency of the higher self to embody the 4 archetypes that enact the 4 principal powers of Hunapku, and then journey to the fifth seat of power to receive the power of the fifth force. Here the fifth primal archetype, the Hunapku, is known by his representative, the one dweller of the cube, the unknown knower, resides at the center of the galactic matrix, maintaining his vigil unseen and unknown until now by the designation we just indicated. Here, the most primal energy surges from the beginning of creation, continuously bursting through the non-manifest light universe to the soul atom, within the galactic core of the manifest universe, the fifth force, or light photon cyclone energy. From this core are emanated and evolved the four supreme archetypes of the matrix, maintaining the fifth court, the court of Hunapku. Fifth force power, court of the Hunapku. This is the court emanated by the one dweller of the cube, the unknown knower. First matrix portal, earth portal of navigation, the navigator of cosmic synchronicity. Power of navigation as synchronic knowing, the penetrating intelligence of the fifth force to comprehend synchronicity as the cosmic total of the time-space cube. The navigator is the first archetype emanated by the Hunapku, the primal one to go where none have gone before, crossing galaxies and world systems. The navigator charts the unknown with the fifth force maps and codes of the synchronic order. The navigator is the emissary of the Hunapku to the court of the Pathfinder. The navigator evolves intelligence through the fifth force power of synchronicity. The navigator is the Pathfinder's supporting intelligence and is the transformer of the red electrical circuit, alternating the inner heat and inner light currents. Second matrix portal, mirror portal of cosmic meditation, the yogini of cosmic meditation. Cosmic meditation is Hunapku's power of knowledge. The yogini is the second archetype of Hunapku, intended to communicate purely the reality of cosmic mind. The yogini evolves Hunapku's knowledge through endless meditation, so that her mind becomes the reflection of the mind of Hunapku. Through power of mind, the yogini beams the yogic force as a supermental organizing and unifying factor of the fifth force. The yogini transmits mind to the avatar the reflective power of endlessness, as the Hunapku's power of knowledge. Yogini is the generator of the hyperneutron, transforming it into the mental neutron, which is transmitted to the north magnetic pole. The yogini transforms primal heat into energy of the heat of inner light. Third matrix portal, storm portal of cosmic self-generation, the world changer of cosmic self-generation. Self-generation is Hunapku's power of love. The world changer is the third archetype of the Hunapku, the one to extend the self-generating power of cosmic love as the catalyzing force that transforms reality through dissolution, catharsis, and regenerative energies. The real meaning of cosmic love is in its ability to catalyze and bring forth what has been hidden or repressed. Cosmic love is what unmasks and penetrates the authentic self. This is the scale of the world changer. The world changer is Hunapku's emissary of the court of the compassionate one, where he transmits the capacity to channel the fifth force as the universal psychic energy of love. The world changer is the transformer of the blue electrical circuit, alternating the primal heat and light currents. Fourth matrix portal, sun portal of enlightenment. Enlightened one of cosmic illumination. Enlightenment is Hunapku's fulfillment of prophecy. The Enlightened One is Hunapku's fourth archetypal emanation, the one whose universal fire of illumination extends in all directions through the 9 time dimensions as the all-radiating transmission of the universal mind of unification. In the life-universalizing mental field of the Enlightened One, The mind of all enlightened ones since beginningless time is gathered as a cosmic total. The enlightened one is emissary of Hunapku to the court of the prophet, transmitting universal fire of Hunapku's primal thought that fulfills all prophecies. The enlightened one is the generator of the hyper-electron that is mentally transmitted to South Pole as a double-extended mental electron. The enlightened one transforms primal light into the light of inner heat. Fifth seed of power, Hunapku 21, the one dweller of the cube. The fifth force is Hunapku's primal power, for in the fifth force is the source of all creation and the universal powers of synchronization. The one dweller of the cube is Hunapku's fifth archetypal emanation, the unknown knower. Guardian of the mystery of the center, the one dweller of the cube is purely a function of the number matrices based on 21, the unity of totality. As the all-transcended power of the cube, he or she is the hidden one in all number. It is through meditation on the 21 that she reveals the ordinances and commands of the higher dimensions. Holder of the seal of the quintessential core of the soul atom, he or she is fully the emanation of the light photon cyclone, and so can never be grasped. As the embodiment of the soul atom, she is the coordinating ordinance of the entire archetypal journey. Only on the seventh day of the heptad can she be invoked,